The movie starts with a voiceover, where we are told that some strange creatures have come out from under the earth and are attacking all the humans, and the use of any kind of weapon against them is unsuccessful. In Netherlands, Colorado, this attack has been done on a large scale, but at places above 8,000 feet, people are still spared from their attacks. That is why all people are asked to go to places higher than 8,000 feet. We are then shown 3 years later the Rocky Mountains in Colorado with an elevation of 7,740 feet. That is, 260 feet below the lifeline. Here we see a boy whose name is Hunter. He climbs this hill and tries to see something, but then Hunter hears some sound and immediately starts running towards his house. The Hunter feels something speeding towards him. We only get a glimpse of the creature here, and Hunter jumps inside this white line. A creature within this line does not attack it, which saves the Hunter's life, because this line was installed at 8,000 feet. Now we see an area at an altitude of 8,460 feet, where the total population is only 193. Here we are introduced to Hunter's father, Will, which was explaining the mistake he made to Hunter, that you should not cross the 8,000 feet lifeline. Because Hunter has kidney problems, he is kept on oxygen every night. Hunter tells his father that he just wanted to see if there were any other humans around, but Will explains to him that such a situation can seize his kidneys, which can also kill him. And like Hunter's mother, he doesn't want to lose him either. In the second scene, we see Will and Keaty, who is the best friend of Will's wife, Tara. Here, Will tells her that Hunter crossed the line today to see the Elba Fire Road. This is where Hunter last saw his mother. Katie explains to Will that Hunter is the only child in the entire area. No matter how much you care about him, this mountain is no less than a prison for him. Will then tells her that we are still alive 3 years after the attack, and that is the most important thing, and Hunter has to understand that. On the other hand, this woman named Nina is seen. She takes out the bullet and fires at the silt, but this silt doesn't do any harm. Originally, this silt was a piece of skin of the same creature, but how it came to Nina, we will know later. That same night, Hunter begins to have breathing problems due to a malfunctioning oxygen filter. Here will come quickly and change that filter. But now the worry was clearly visible on his face, and he opens the map and sees a place called Boulder. He was probably thinking about going there. We are later shown that on Hunter's birthday, Will tells him that he has to go to the hospital in Boulder, because all the Hunter filters are broken and the last filter is being used. But Hunter doesn't want to let Will go, because in the same way his mother also left him and did not return till today. But Will promises him that he will definitely come back. That night, Will visits Nina and tells her about Hunter's condition, because of which he will be out Boulder tomorrow morning, because now he has no other choice. But Nina explains to him that he will be killed soon, because these creatures cannot be killed. Here Will asks if there is a safe way. So Nina tells him that she knows all the maps and routes. There is no way to keep it at 8,000 feet all the time, and as soon as they go below 8,000 feet, they will release carbon dioxide from their breath, so those creatures will find him and kill him, because it was going to take Will at least 2 days to reach the boulder. Here Will tells Nina that you were the only survivor who fought them and survived. You are also doing research for these years. You know how to fight them well. And there is also Nina's old lab in Boulder. Is there any way to kill these creatures? We know from the words of Will that Nina is a researcher, and Will's wife Tara was also with Nina when she died. Will tells him to follow the path to the Colovia mines, which is built between the mountains. But Nina explains to him that this mine is a direct trap. If you go there, you will definitely be killed. Will explains to Nina that he is well aware of these mines, because he worked there, but Nina finds Will's plan foolish. But Will does not change its mind. Meanwhile, Nina is seen working on a tracker. The next day, Will's friend Keaty comes to support him and starts preparing to go with him despite Will's disapproval. Because according to Keaty, they will have to fight them one day. So why not today? On the way, they also meet Nina, who asks Keaty, how are you going to deal with her? Because these bullets are useless on them. Maybe we are all going to die there. This meant that she was also going to accompany Will on this mission. Here they plan to cross the most haunted area of the creatures. On the way here, Nina tells them about her tracker that catches their electromagnetic field. Because these creatures create a very high electromagnetic field, which is the highest of any animal on this earth. Here we also learn from Nina the name of the creatures called Reapers. Now they all go to the Elba Fire Road. From here they were all going to descend below 8,000 feet. Going down a little, they see a huge herd of horses, from which we know that these Reapers only prey on humans. Soon all three reach the ski area, which has an altitude of 7,620 feet. Here Will states that the highest peak is above 8,000 feet from where we can easily walk a long way. But then Nina's tracker signals them that a Reaper is coming towards them. In the forest, they also start seeing light shining on Reapers' heads. From here, these people run towards the lifeline. Kitty makes several attacks on the Reapers, but all these attacks increase the wrath of the Reapers. Here these people try to reach this lifeline with the help of Ski, but Reaper deline the Ski, to which the three fall down and start running towards the lifeline. And after avoiding the Reapers with great difficulty, they enter the lifeline, and the Reaper starts hovering around that line. They decide to spend the night in this resort. Here, Nina tells them that from the last 3 years of research, she has come to understand that these are not predators because they kill humans for food. But Reapers only kill. All these Reapers came out of nowhere and wiped out 95% of the population in a single month, that too without stopping. They don't eat people, so there is something that charges them and gives them power. Next morning they all go to Kalway Mines, which is 8,092 feet high. Here Will tells them that it is mines level 9, and we have to go to level 8 with the help of stairs, from where we will exit on the other side at 8,023 feet. And from there, Boulder is 19 kilometers away. Nina asks Will, how do you know this mine will not be less than 8,000 feet? Because mine tunnels are never straight and never at one height. It may also happen that we go below the lifeline. Here Will tells them that yes, the mines are 211 meters below the safe line. Nina's suspicion was that the Reapers came from underground, so they could be in any underground area, and they could see even in the dark. They will easily capture the carbon dioxide we release inside the mines. But now they have no other option, so they all move on. But on entering, they find that the tunnel is blocked from the front. Then these people decide to go from level 7, which was about 914 meters below the safe line. Nina explains to Will that this is tantamount to killing himself. But Will tells them to go back and decides to complete the mission alone. Then they all set out together to cross level 7. As they descend the stairs, they realize that they are now in sight of the Reapers. So they turn off their lights and try to escape somehow. And the sacks of the mine squeeze into the narrow opening and hold their breath. But the Reaper tries to sense their breath with sensors in its tail. Then Kitty sees a way out, and they all try to escape, dodging the Reaper from the flare smoke. Meanwhile, a Reaper kills Kitty and drags her away. That gives Nina and Will some time, and they both get out of the mine. From here they both move on, and at night they stop at a broken house. There they also find a car. At night, Nina tells Will that the lab has a chemical called periclase, which is a cubic version of magnesium oxide, and that Nina needs it, because Nina thinks Reaper's body is bulletproof because they are electrically charged. There is some kind of defense mechanism in their body, and if the bullet is coated with this chemical and fired at them, they will be killed by it. But Will finds Nina's research silly. The next day they reach Boulder Hospital by car, where on the 5th floor we'll find filters. But then a Reaper attacks them there too. But they escape once by detonating an oxygen cylinder to save their lives. And sitting in the car, they go to Nina's lab, where Nina begins to prepare the magnesium oxide coating. In the lab, Will also finds a photo of Nina's family. Nina tells Will that she and her team were doing research when they were attacked by Reapers, and Nina's entire family was killed in the attack. Nina also tells Will that she never forced Tara to come with her. She wanted to come with him willingly. Will says that whatever happened was probably no one's fault. Here, Nina once again faces a setback, because when she shoots that bullet at Silt, Silt is still fine. Nina asks Will to leave as she has more experiments to do here. She will either kill them now or die herself. Will obeys Nina for his son Hunter and leaves. But on the way, the tire of his car bursts and the car overturns. A Reaper in the lab also begins to approach Nina. It then occurs to Nina that she hasn't used cobalt yet, because cobalt can increase a battery's electron flow up to 3 times, so it can definitely work in combustion as well. Nina quickly puts a cobalt coating on her bullet, but then a Reaper comes to attack Nina and she fires at him. The scene cuts from here and we see Will running out of the car towards the heights, and was trying to hide, but then many Reapers surround him. Will fires several bullets at them, but these bullets have no effect on them and Will finally gives up. But then a bullet hits the Reaper and the Reaper has a powerful explosion which kills the Reaper. It was Nina who found a way to kill them with the help of cobalt. Here, Nina kills all the Reapers one by one. Later, after seeing the pieces of the Reapers, both realized that they were actually machines, who neither ate nor drank nor breathed. They were planted only to kill humans. Those that could not go above 8,000 feet were probably programmed as such. But who would have done that? Then they both look up. Now that everyone knows how to kill the Reapers, everyone forms groups and goes out to kill the Reapers, and wipe out all the Reapers one by one. Hope you like this movie explanation. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.